freely you give.
Yes,
So we are open. Bukas Pala is an open palm. So
yes.
we openly receive gifts and we openly give it. Actually, Bukas Pala is the social arm of the Sikolohiyang movement. Sikolohiyang is a lay organization, the Catholic Church. So, whose life that we try to live is a gospel-based life. So from there, when the founder, Carol, came here in the Philippines in 1982, then I invited the father. So here in this area, there is widespread poverty. So these young people, what they do, they gather their belongings, personal belongings from their cabinets, and then they made a raffle sale. Like what you saw in one of our livelihood programs, that we continue what they have started.
Yes.
So in 1983, they started going to the communities here, to the families, together with the adult members of the Sikolohiyang movement. So we endorse them also to the law school. We have also collaboration with Toyota Philippines for scholarships. Because there's also the program of the out-of-school youth. Kasi marami din out-of-school dito. But it's not limited to out-of-school youth, but even fathers, whoever would want to. Most of the families cannot really afford to send their children to school. So we help them. From the preschool up to college, if they want to continue to college, to the university, or to technical schools.
Frances, I'm the Support at the Distance Program Supervisor, one of the programs of Bukas Pala, the largest that is.
So what is Support for a Distance Program?
Support at the Distance Program it started with the idea of helping the families around Toronto. So it started with Aspire. But actually it's a project of the Azione Famiglie Nuove, the New Families Movement in Rome, Italy. It started at a distance because there are sponsors outside the country, and they're sponsoring a child in their education, his education. They are sent to public schools, not private.
Yes.
And then they get weekly allowances, also school supplies, some for the books, transportation allowance. They come here for tutorial classes where they get to have some free meals. And this time we're working also on the holistic formation, that is the human and spiritual formation of the children. Well, anyone is welcome to sponsor a child.
I'm Gio Francisco. I am a registered psychometrician, and my role here in Bukas Pala is to help them in the programs and services. My specific assignment is on the youth formation and development. So that's my official role. So, psychology student or future psychology could help the person with different aspects of human development, let's say And there are many things that we could contribute in this NGO, in this area specifically. Like for example, in the aspect of young people, the young people here will probably need counseling. They will need a person who they could run to. They will probably need people who could be approachable, at the same time who could help them professionally. At a certain point also, young people will need the help of a psychologist if they have problems that, you know, if there will be mental illnesses or disorders that needs to be diagnosed.
Yes.
Because they need access to this. And it's not easy for a poor family or a disadvantaged family to have access to psychological services. Sometimes it's also necessary for couples, married couples, to have marriage counselors, because how do you handle the different aspects of life, being a parent, so a financial provider in the family, and the different functions that you play. And then also another aspect that we could help is, and I'm very specific to young people now,
Yes.
is that through psychological tests, we could help them discover who they really are, especially through personality tests. Help them develop more themselves by knowing what are the different psychosocial problems that might there's really a need for psychological services, and the people in this area do not have the access to it sometimes, or most of the time. And sometimes they're not informed that it's available for them, or that there is this kind of professional help that can be, that they could benefit from.
Yes.
So it's a very big thing.
Yes.
It's more of really helping them, not only in the financial aspect and the support, but to give them the chance to have access to psychological services in order to raise themselves up.
Yes.
Because sometimes, for example, the families here are, sometimes families, it's not every day, it's a peaceful day in the family.
Yes.
But how do you handle that problem? A young student here who probably goes to part-time work, and then student, and then helps in the family, how to do things. No? It's not easy, especially in a very changing world. How can young people and families, and all of us actually, adapt to it? So there's really that need of
counseling,
of guidance, and the many psychological services. Also, early detection, because we have a Bukas Learning Center here.
Yes.
And there are kids there. So how do we, for example, the teacher notices there's something that can be studied on this child, or there's something that might be diagnosed, to refer this child, but where to run to. For example, after diagnosis, or this is the diagnosis, of course that person will need therapy, and many sessions of therapy. It's not just one
it's
one
cost.
time. It's cost.
It's cost.